Hello, this is Sherry. This is my first YouTube video at the request of a friend who wanted a how-to. So this is Matilda, the car that got me here at the dispersed campground west end of the Island Park Reservoir. You turn off the road in order to go to Harriman State Park, go past the park entrance about 9 miles on forest roads. The last two of which are really just for ATVs and high clearance vehicles, which I did not know until I looked at a topo map. So there's a tip for you. Check your topo map first before you do dispersed camping. The blue bucket on top is a rain catchment system. Last night it was raining and it made me think, and it also snowed this morning, can you see? It made me think I could catch water. This was going to be my wash-up bucket, but see, I've caught some water. It's going to go in the cook pot tonight, so that's how I'm going to use that, given that it's supposed to rain again today. And we'll start with the driver's side. I leave the car seat back to where I normally drive because the back of the seat acts as the headrest for the bed. Grizz, my dog, sometimes sleeps in the seat if he's not too cold. If he is, he curls up with me. And then the floor there is where I brew my cold brew coffee. There's my coffee pot. And the pink cylinder thing here is a charger for my phone. Now we're on the passenger side, and this is going to be a sunshade, or it is a sunshade, but I won't use it this weekend. It's going to be too cold. My garbage bag. This setup here, I really love this. I don't know where I got it, but this drawer slides out, and that's where I have Grizz's canned food, my cook pot, some extra utensils. There's a nice shelf on top that holds my tissue and the toilet paper. It's keeping my purse in place. Now we're behind the passenger seat. You can see a camp chair, which again I won't use, it's too wet. This frame is for a metal TV tray, which is where I put my stovetop or my cook stove. Down below you can see there's a handheld broom. Those are my coffee grounds for my cold brew. This is my camping checklist, and I brought it with me to add things to, like this list does not include binoculars, and I am a bird watcher and I didn't bring my binoculars, so I added that. This is a lovely box I got as a gift. Had a gift inside years ago, but now I'm using it as a mobile prayer unit. So I have some holy water, a scripture verse, a rosary, crucifix, that sort of thing, so I can use that to pray with. It goes in this pocket of this tray, which is a writing desk, a laptop writing desk. You can see the grooves for the pens, holding the pens. This lifts up from the other side, which allows me to access this bin from the top, from here. So I can lift this piece and get into this bin. And this is basically my pantry or dry goods, plus some vegetables in that little tub in the back there that I had in the cooler. This pocket is holding a project that I brought with me. I'm into junk journaling, so I'm going to try making a fabric cover. And then I have a cooler from the Army surplus store. It fits perfectly in between the bed and the wheel well. So it has, the cold storage. This is first aid kit, sunscreen, bug bites, Band-Aids, that sort of thing. Now I'll move around to the back. All right, this gives you a sort of a view of the whole setup. There's my bed on this side, and then this side has sort of the household goods. My water has 2.5 gallons, and this first box that's green has all of my cookware in it. The cook stove, which I'll show you set up at the end. Fuel if I want to make a fire in a fire pit. My cookware, extra flashlight, that sort of thing. My yellow Crocs are my car shoes, and they're on top of a day pack, which is holding my clothes for the weekend. The milk jug is washed and empty, and it has a scrunchie on it. The elastic is too loose anymore to go around my hair, so it fits the milk jug. And what I will do at night is turn the flashlight on the phone and then attach it to the milk jug with the scrunchie, and it causes the milk jug to glow, and it makes a nice lantern. Then I have the bed, and what you see is I have, well, I'll show you the sheets, but I've got an old beat up comforter that's threadbare in places, so good for camping. This is an Army blanket, which also came from the Army surplus store. Jumper cables, an emergency kit. This holds an old can of bear spray and the jack for the car. And then I'm going to show you this pocket right here. There's one on either side. This particular pocket has an extra flashlight, an emergency whistle that has a compass on it. My day pack with my clothes has another compass, a larger one, and an extra carabiner. So now we'll go around to the side so I can show you what I'm using as the bed mattress. So this is behind the driver's seat, and as you can see, it's a headrest. This green cushion here came off an old couch. I saved all of the cushions. So that is one of the back cushions. And then what the sheet is covering is the bottom cushion. So I have the bottom cushions, that's what I'm sleeping on, from that old couch. And then the back cushion is the headrest for the bed. And it's covered with my Army blanket. And that's it. And I'll show you my cooking setup next. This is my cook setup. So what you're seeing here is an alcohol stove, this little gold or brass looking thing. So there's some fuel inside. You light this outside burner part with, here, let me take this off. I don't know if you can see, but there are holes all the way around, and you can see the fuel kind of moving in the inside. So this is the part that's lit, kind of like a gas stove situation. And then this is sort of like temperature control. This closes and opens so you can gauge how much heat gets to your second compartment of your stove. This is a folding thing. Here, I'll show you the box. It's a folding stove. And what the purpose is for the stove, this is the actual stove that holds the fuel, and it goes inside. Let me turn this around. There. It goes inside like that, and then you put your pot on top. And that allows your pot to be raised above the fuel so that there's more oxygen flowing in and around. And then it has a door in order to keep things closed and keep things hot. And last night it boiled water in, just a few minutes. It took me a while to get it lit because this is my first time with this as well. It's sort of a practice weekend this weekend. And that's it. But I had mashed potatoes. I'm using a backpacking video as a tutorial, as inspiration, and if I can figure out how, I will link the videos below that have been inspiration for setting up the car and the backpacking meals and things like that. But last night what I boiled was a pouch of Idaho and mashed potatoes, the 4-cheese variety. I sprinkled in a peppered gravy and a Tillamook beef stick, sort of like a jerky, all of which I got at the $1.25 store. And then tonight I'm going to boil something else. I can't remember. I think it's a pasta side with some milk and some water and some sausage, that sort of thing. That'll go in. All of it goes into one pot, and then you can eat it out of the one pot, and that's all you have to cook. And all you have to wash up. Thank you for watching the video. Happy trails.